Hey guys, so I just got back from the theater from seeing Dolittle. Yeah, it's only one review I got to do today. That has mainly to do with the fact that it was hard to coordinate show times to do a double feature. I wanted to try to kill two birds with one stone in one day, but it looks like I have to do that on Wednesday. I have to wake up early in the morning so I can go see Jojo Rabbit and Bad Boys. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Actually, both I'm looking forward to anyway, so it's not gonna be that bad. And Wednesday's my only day off, so that's the only time I can do it. So, anyways, yeah, Doolittle. I've heard amazing things about this fucking movie since it came out. Of course, I'm exaggerating when I say that. And it's just a damn shame because on paper, this should be a great idea. A good idea. It's Robert Downey Jr. doing a rebooted version of Dr. Dolittle. What could fucking go wrong? And it's it could be a whole new franchise for Robert Downey Jr. sink his teeth into after he's done with the Avengers and shit. And I'm like, hey, whatever. Like when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, all right, whatever. I said that could be kind of fun. And then I started getting worried when I only got trailers for this. I swear, a month ago, that start getting trailers for this, and you find out it's coming out in January, and I'm like, oh no. That's exactly my first response. And the trailers were just so nothing. That also didn't help. These trailers are not very good. They are very vague and don't show really anything about the movie. And it's I don't know what the fuck to think of this. You can tell that this is a movie that the studio has no confidence in. It's about the true definition of a movie that a studio don't have confidence in, and they're just wanting to dump this shit out now so they get it off their backs. And then I find out this is even the weirdest fucking part of this movie is that this is directed by the writer and director of that movie Syriana. You don't know what the fuck Syriana is? Well, you're lucky. It's a boring ass political thriller of George Clooney. It came out 2006. I'm like, the fuck? This guy's directing Dr. Dolittle? What is Dr. Dolittle gonna be this hardcore political thriller all of a sudden or something like that? Or what the fuck is this? This is a weird fucking directing choice. And it's especially when you see the previews, I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah, that is a really fucking weird choice. But, yeah, this movie isn't, oh god, this movie is not very good at all. It's not. It sucked. It did. It sucked. This, man, so far, everything that came out this year, I've seen that's come out this year so far, has sucked. I'm not surprised it's January, but fuck. The only good movies I've seen in January were movies that came out last year. So, like I said, yeah, with stuff like Just Mercy, 1917, Uncut Gems, and stuff Spies in Disguise, Little Women. That's all came out last year. Everything that's come out this year so far has been terrible. Here, Bad Boys is better. But goddamn, man, that's fuck. This is another one of those movies. I don't. By the end of the year, I don't see this being on my worst list. But this movie is not very good. Fuck. I guess if you could say a positive about this fucking thing, Robert Downey Jr. is kind of fun in this movie. Kind of. It's kind of just unique to watch Robert Downey Jr. barking like a dog, making all these weird animal noises, talking to fish, giving CPR to animals, giving pep talks to animals, these CGI monstrosities. It's just I give Robert Downey Jr. credit. He's trying. Like it's like he's trying, I guess. But what the fuck? This movie's like, it's like that's about the biggest positive I could say about this movie. At least Robert Downey Jr. is kind of entertaining, even when it's like just in an entertainingly bad movie. You also have Michael Sheen in it. It does have a lot of good actors in it. Michael Sheen is in it as the villain. Duh. Like, as soon as you see him, he literally... Okay, it's a plot about... the Queen of England is dying, and it requires Dr. Dolittle to find some elixir or some shit like that to help find from a hidden tree or something like that. Only his wife knew where it was, and he has to go find it. And Michael Sheen is the person that works for the Queen, who's first scene you're introduced to him, he's putting leeches on the fucking Queen. He's evil. What the fuck? And of course he is. It's okay, he's the bad guy. And guess what? He's the bad guy. And it's Michael Sheen just being Michael Sheen and camping it up a little bit, which is kind of fun. That's always a positive, I could say. Anytime Michael Sheen's just camping it up, it's always a lot of fun. Yeah, that's about as positive I can get about this fucking movie. This movie is terrible. The CGI effects, oh my god. The CGI effects in this movie are fucking atrocious. They are really fucking terrible. They're I'm sorry to cats. Alright, I don't know if I'll go that far. But, this makes cats look like fucking the best CGI ever sometimes. That fucking dog effects. Jesus Christ. It makes it even worse when they, do a close-up of their face. So you see all their... how bad the CGI is. God damn, man. There's multiple times where they do close-ups of these CGI monstrosities, characters' faces. I was bitching about... I got that Call of the Wild trailer, which has one of the worst CGI dog effects I've seen in a while. And I still stand by that. It's terrible. But it looks... a lot better than this fucking piece of shit. Goddamn. There's a lot of fucking terrible CGI with the animals in this movie. They're just they're not even fucking trying. There's no effort whatsoever for trying to make them look at least decent. The animal effects in the Eddie Murphy versions were better than this. So, yeah, more realistic looking than this. And that was for the late 90s, early 2000s. It's lazy. The jokes in this movie are dumb. There's a snitches get stitches joke. There's, what the hell? There's a Godfather joke where an ant is telling about how you came on the day of my daughter's wedding with me with this news, and it's from a dragonfly who wants to fuck an ant, but he can't, and so he's jealous. I'm not making that up. This is really what fucking happens in the movie, alright? That Dragonfly effects is fucking terrible too. Speaking of that, Jesus, that's legit a cartoon. That can't be trying to be live action. They couldn't even tried. They didn't even try with that. That was fucking awful. Fuck. What was the other joke in there? Oh, this one made me fucking go, what? There's John Cena as a polar bear. Yeah, that's a fucking sentence I said. Who voices a polar bear who has a joke where he says, he's talking about his dad. He said, it's not that bad. He said, my dad, went out to get a pack of seals and never came back. That's a joke in this movie. He's talking about how his dad had got a pack of seals and never came back. Went to get a pack of seals and never came back. Get it? Because it's a pack of cigarettes and the old ladies behind me thought this movie was fucking hilarious. I'm glad they had fun. Whatever. Hey, they had fun. At least they had fun. I didn't. I didn't at all. I was like, there's a couple chuckles here and there. I'd lie if there wasn't. I said there wasn't. There was that one about the monkeys screwing up prescriptions or something that made me kind of fucking laugh, or something stupid like I don't remember. It was like there was a couple chuckles here and there. I was like, okay, that was kind of funny. There were a couple times like, okay, that's kind of funny, but I was like, there's very few and far fucking between. Man, this movie sucked. It did. It sucked. Man, this is like, damn January. I don't know how I'm gonna make it for the month of January. To go to see all these fucking movies that come out in January. Oh, we also got this. Oh, we got a couple coming out with. I still gotta see Bad Boys, which I hear is good, and I hear Gentleman is good too. So that does look like a lot of fun. So here's hoping the rest of January is better. I don't have high hopes. So yeah, that's as far as that goes. Oh, trailers. I only got one new trailer, and that's the new trailer for I Still Believe, that I Walk to Remember ripoff done by Pureflix. Is it Pureflix directing this? It's the same studio people that made that the fuck was that movie? I can only imagine. Yeah, that's right. I can only imagine. I did see that movie. It was alright. Or it's about a singer who his wife or whatever gets cancer when they get married and stuff like that. And spoiler alert, I just give you the money. She dies. Because I actually read the story. It's based off a real story, so yeah. It's just like, oh, you're gonna get cured, and like, let's all cure her with your prayers. He's telling his audience to do that. Apparently, they didn't pray hard enough. Apparently, they didn't pray hard enough because she died. I was like, ah. So it's like, I was sitting there laughing in my head. I'm an evil fucker saying that. It's like, it don't look that bad. It's just whatever. It's like, it's a Walk to Remember. I remember a Walk to Remember. It's exactly the same fucking plot, but if like Shane West was a fucking Christian rock singer. Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. That's as far as trailers. I will, in a few days, try to go see Jojo Rabbit and Bad Boys for Life. And try to maybe have reviews of like some of the Oscar-nominated films here and there. But until then, I'll talk to you guys later.